Hi, and welcome back to Normski TV. We're looking at the transfer daily today, looking at all things Arsenal, and the rumours still keep coming out with regards to, first of all, Philippe Coutinho. Let's talk about Philippe Coutinho. And I don't know whether this is true or not, that apparently the Express is saying that Philippe Coutinho had transfer talks with Arsenal at their training ground at the Colney training ground today. Now, I don't know how true it is, because I know Arsenal came out and said that they wouldn't be pursuing him again after the likelihood of us getting Willian. So I don't know whether this is true or not, but this is what they report in the Express, that his representatives were at Arsenal's London Colney training ground on Friday to hold talks over a potential move from Barcelona. Obviously, he used to play for Liverpool, he's played in the Premier League, and we're linked with him. And obviously, his agent is Keir Jarapakin. I can't say his name, so apologies for that. But that's his agent, and obviously, he's the same agent that's obviously trying to broker a deal for Willian as well. And so it's going to be interesting because, as I said, Arsenal came out yesterday and I think yesterday, if not yesterday, the day before, and said that they're not interested in bringing Coutinho to Arsenal. It's definitely if they're pursuing the William deal. Now, this story won't go away, and I don't know what you guys think. Do you think that this story is true, or is it just the agent putting it out there? Is like, I think he's worth, in terms of his wages, £240,000 a week. That's what that he's been currently paid at Barcelona. But they obviously are trying to get him off the books, and I think they're trying to do possibly a deal where we pay half the wages. He's currently on £240,000 a week, and they're trying to see whether they can loan him out to us with a potential maybe for us to buy him after the loan spell is up. And I believe that the loan deal, they've spoke about it, figures of £9 million a year. Now, this is what's being said, and this is, as I said, this is coming from the Daily Express, that they are down there. The guy that reported this it says, according to transfer expert Laif Youssef, Arsenal could be closing in on Coutinho after holding talks at their training ground on Friday. Now, I'm hoping it is today and not last Friday or the Friday before. And I keep saying it won't go away. He tweeted out, I'm hearing from a trusted source that Philippe Coutinho and his associates have been at London Colney talking to Arsenal today. Coutinho would likely join Arsenal on a loan instead of a permanent deal. So, boy, you know, he's a playmaker, you know, and when he did play for Liverpool, you know, they sold him for 140 million to Barcelona, but it just looks like that didn't work out. And they, I think, loaned him out. Well, not think, I know they loaned him out to Bayern Munich, and obviously that didn't work out. And now we're the third choice. Now, he's a good player. You know, he's an attacking midfielder. As I said, he can play in that number 10 role. He can play on the wings. He can score goals. He's a very good free kick taker. And, I mean, truth be known, I mean, I wouldn't mind him in the squad. Do you know what I mean? He's 27, 28, I think. So why not? Why not? I mean, £9 million a year loan deal, £120,000 for his wages. Obviously, Barcelona will be paying the other half. What do you think, guys? Put it in the comments. Do you think that this story is true, that Coutinho and his representatives are at the training ground today, at some point today, discussing a possible transfer deal? If that's the case, then, do you know, I don't mind, because at the end of the day, he is a good player. I still class him as a good player. Let's move on to the next story, and that's with regards to Aubameyang. Yes, Aubameyang. You know, they're saying that in terms of he's agreed, his wages is being agreed £250,000 a week on a 2-year deal with possible add-ons. So obviously, if he scores a certain amount of goals and appearances, that will probably bump that money up. But it looks like they've agreed a £250,000 a week deal with Aubameyang, and it's just a matter of you know, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and hopefully we'll have some sort of announcement. Now, with this in mind, you know, it looks like Arsenal going targeting a £72 million triple swoop, where they're also possibly looking at Gabriel Magalhaes, who's chosen Arsenal over Man United. Now, he's a defender, as I said, and you know, he would be worth 30 million euros. He's 22, I believe. Yeah, he's 22 years old, and plays currently for Lille. Now, I wouldn't mind him. I say he's a unit. He's 6'3". Would he be able to partner William Saliba? Who knows? But it looks like they're trying to go for this triple swoop with Gabriel Magalhaes, and obviously they're looking at Willian to try and bring him in, which looks like that's likely going to happen. And also the big one for me is Thomas Partey. Now at the moment, Arsenal have come out and said that they're not willing to meet the buyout clause of £43 million, which I still find absolutely ridiculous. I just don't get it. You know, they want cash. You meet the buyout clause, then they will release him. Simple as. But at the moment, Arsenal are trying to barter, and it's just not working. They don't want players as part of the deal. They just want the cash, because Atletico in this COVID time are strapped for cash, so they would need the money. And I don't think Partey has agreed an extension deal with them. So Arsenal, Arteta do really want this player, but you know, Atletico Madrid are, you know, holding out for the £43 million pounds. Now, maybe in order to fund this, you know, Arsenal are looking at getting rid of some players that are surplus to requirements. And one of the players I heard today, again, on the media is Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I was quite disappointed to hear that, you know, the Arsenal board want to go over Arteta's head and sell Ainsley Maitland-Niles because they feel that they can make some money on him. You know, he's been with the club since he's been a little boy, and they think that they could get a good deal for him. And I know he's been linked with Brighton, and I don't know what sort of price, if there's been any interest shown, but the hierarchy believe that they can get a decent amount for him, even though Arteta believes that Maitland-Niles would really do well to stay at the club. He's been really impressed with him over the last few games, and he's a utility player, and probably one of the best utility players in the Premier League. I mean, the guy plays at left back, he plays at right back, he plays in midfield, right wing back, you name it. The guy is a good utility player, and you can see that he's really matured and knuckled down under Mikel Arteta. So I'm quite disappointed that Arsenal would want to let this guy leave the club. Now, it could be purely because obviously the promises that they made to are banging about, the targets that they want to bring in. And in order to bring in those targets, they're going to need to sell the players. But it seems as if Ainsley Maitland-Niles is one of the scapegoats to go. Now, I mean, obviously, Lucas Torreira, we're hearing, is linked with AC Milan. If that happens, then I would preferably sell him to AC Milan and get some money for him. And also Kolasinac, no use. Maitland-Niles is better than Kolasinac at left back and at left wing back. He's better than Bellerin at right right wing back or right back, because he's, for me, secured those places, and he done that under when I think he started playing in those places, even under Wenger. I think when Monreal was injured and we had 2 left backs that were injured, and he actually deputised in that position and done pretty well there. I remember going to a game at the Emirates, I think it was against Liverpool, and he done really well. To see him up front, the guy was really quick and strong. And okay, you know, he's had his ups and downs, but as I said, under Mikel Arteta, he has really, really matured. And I just think that I would do well to keep him, because he would be a very good squad utility player. Because obviously, if you get injuries in certain positions, then he can drop into there. I know, you know, it's about holding down and tying down a specific, you know, position, but it seems as if, you know, the Arsenal board have got other ideas. You know, I don't know if it's been a big row between the two. I wouldn't expect that, but obviously, you know, they've probably made certain promises, you know, and one of those things is, in order for them to get the player in, and I'm talking about a target like Thomas Partey, then the chances are they would need to sell Ainsley Maitland-Niles. So tell me what you think. Do you think we should get rid of Maitland-Niles, or do you think we should keep him and try and push and try and get the likes of Kolasinac out, Bellerin out? I mean, Bellerin seems as if he wants to look at pastures new, try something new. You know, we could get, what his age? How old is he? 25, 26? You know, we could get a good 30 mil for him under these sort of COVID situations. Let's see what happens there. But I'm not really happy about Ainsley Maitland-Niles being linked with leaving the club. I hope that the Arsenal board will have a change of mind and try and see if they can get rid of the other, I don't want to say dross, but the other players that I don't feel can bring Arsenal forward in terms of challenging for the top 4 next season. Right, let's see what else is out there. There was another news regarding a player from Lyon that we've been linked with. I mean, it's not just us, it's Man City and Juventus showing interest in signing Houssem Aouar, according to L'Equipe from the French Football News. He's a graduate from the Lyon Academy, and he's made his debut for the club in 2017. I'm sure we was linked with him in January, as far as I'm aware. He's scored 24 goals, provided 24 assists in 134 appearances for the club. Now, that's good for a midfield player. This season, he's scored 9 goals and provided 7 assists in 38 appearances across all competitions. And he's obviously still in the Champions League, where he will be taking part in the round of the 16 leg against Juventus. But personally speaking, I don't think Lyon are going to get through that round. So, you know, but he's, you know, the value, they're valuing him at £54 million. Now, I know Arsenal haven't got that money to spend on him. He's a young player, but I don't think Arsenal are going to spend that sort of money on him. I know, as I said, Man City have been linked with him. Pep really does like him. Pep Guardiola does like him. But I think with Pep bringing in a new player from Valencia, Ferran Torres, I don't know whether that Aouar will actually go to Man City. But he's worth 54 million. That's what they're valuing him at. But I don't think, you know, Lyon will get that kind of money due to the pandemic, which is obviously having financial burdens on a lot of clubs in Europe. So we're being linked with him. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. Is he the sort of player that could? I mean, he's a younger player. He's much younger than Coutinho. Obviously younger than Ozil. And as I said, Ozil's still busy playing Fortnite, so he's no use to us at the moment. So, you know, I don't know whether Arsenal will pursue this at all. I mean, they've shown interest, but I don't think it's anything more than that at the moment. But you never know. You never know. It all depends on the sales and what promises they've made to Aubameyang in terms of the targets that they want to bring in. I'm just hoping that something does get done. But based on that, there's really nothing else to really speak about today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have some, you know, more concrete news concerning Aubameyang and Willian, and hopefully we'll be hearing that that sound of welcome back to Arsenal. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, you've signed the deal, you signed the team, well done. And obviously Willian is also on the verge of joining us. I think his deal is a 3-year deal, and I think he looks like he's taking less than what he was getting at Chelsea. He's actually taking, from what news and media reports are saying, is that he's taken a £20,000 drop. So now he's on a 3-year deal with a possible extension of £100,000 a week. So, you know, he'll be there till 35. So, again, what do you think? Is he a good acquisition, or would he be a good acquisition to the club? Tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Listen, please like, subscribe, and share. Please hit the share button and please hit the likes button, because obviously the more likes I get, the better it is for the channel. And I'll see you next time tomorrow. Take care.